What's up, Kansas City? Stephen St. John here with my co-host Nate Bucati and our good friend Bill Maas, who joins us every Monday on the Border Patrol on Sports Radio 810 WHB, giving you a quick preview and prediction of the other three playoff games besides the Chiefs taking on the Bills. The other AFC matchups, very intriguing, Bill. You've got the Cincinnati Bengals, led by, it looks like the next big thing in Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. We all know what he can do. He ripped the Chiefs apart. Taking on the Tennessee Titans. Nobody wants to give them credit except you. You've talked about how impressed you are with Mike Vrabel, his preparation, and his ability to have this team ready. It seems like very few people are giving them the chance, even though they're the one seed and they're at home. What do you think about the Titans and the Bengals?
I think both these teams are where they want to be, or where everybody would want to be, under the radar, right? When people talk about the best teams in football, they're not talking about the Titans or the Bengals. And they're quietly just going about their business, doing what they do, and lo and behold, no one notices, but they're winning. And so I think these two teams are dangerous no matter what it is, just because of that aspect alone. Tennessee Titans, will they get Derrick Henry back or not? That's a big question. They've talked about him practicing this week, but is he going to be able to go?
And how long can he go if he does go?
Exactly. But it hasn't really been a factor for them. They just do what they do. Plug the next guy in, knock people off the line of scrimmage, get a bunch of rushing yards, play action pass with Tannehill, and they've played good defense. Team doesn't make many mistakes. They don't have many penalties. They're well disciplined. Nate, go back to your notebook early on in the season.
Yep.
I was telling you about this. I said, boy, watch out for this group. They just keep on doing what they do, and they were doing it without Derrick Henry. So, I think it's an advantage that they're at home. This defense, like I said, they're well coached and disciplined. I think they're going to come out on top of this deal. I know everybody wants the Bengals win to get a AFC Championship game back here, but I just think being at home, they're going to have the advantage in their disciplined team that can handle covering those wide receivers.
So you've got Tennessee over Cincinnati.
Yeah.
All right, so the next game on the docket on Saturday is 49ers versus Packers. This is the biggest point spread of the weekend. The Packers are favored by about 5.5. But the 49ers have had Aaron Rodgers' number, especially in the playoffs. What do you think of this matchup?
It's, 49ers, there's another good one. Nobody gives them credit, right? Under the radar. Nobody talked about 49ers beating the Dallas Cowboys. Not one person I heard. And
they all talk about Jimmy Garoppolo like he's already gone.
Yeah.
Wait to get him out of
who's
that,
next year, right? And here's a guy putting on a show in the playoffs. So will that continue, and how's he going to play, and how's this team going to play when up there and, at the frozen tundra, sub-zero temperatures? I think that's going to be a big factor. Aaron Rodgers is just amazing. He carries that chip on his shoulder for whatever reason. I think it goes back to the draft. Where he was drafted and how far he slid down, and he has a chip on his shoulder. He wants to prove to everybody he's the NFL MVP. I can't see them not winning at home. I give credit to the San Francisco 49ers. Their defense has come around. Their offense is making plays. The quarterback play has been great. The wide receivers have stepped up. They've got a good team. I just don't see them winning up in Green Bay.
All right, so you got Green Bay winning in one game. The other game pits the defending champs, Tampa Bay, and Tom Brady. Doesn't have all of his weapons, still has Mike Evans, against a Rams team that made the Cardinals, and the Cardinals played terribly, but the Rams just dominated, made them look like a bad football team. And the Rams have stars all over the field. Very intriguing matchup. What do you think of the Rams at the Bucs?
The Rams are really Jekyll and Hyde team. You see them sometimes, and, they've got all these star players, big-name players, big contracts, leverage the future to win now. But you watch them play and you scratch your head sometimes. Who are they? What can they do? They look like world beaters at times, and then they go out and lay an egg other times. Same thing goes with the quarterback. So all that being said, the weapons they lost down in Tampa are going to catch up with them. They got through the first round. They're okay. They beat a Philadelphia team that was just kind of lucky to be there. But I think all the weapons that are missing down there, it's going to catch up to them, and I think it's going to happen this week.
All right, so Bill Maas says the Rams will take on the Packers in the NFC Championship game. This preview and these picks brought to you by our good friends at El Bandido Yankee Tequila, elbandidoyankee.com. This is the way you celebrate a big victory, Bill, right?
That's some good stuff. I'm just telling you.
Or the way that you cope with a bad loss. Whatever you got to do.
That. You son of a...
That's the negative side of it. But
I'm just saying,
like
you can use it either way. That's all I'm saying.
Do you know it's ranked number 8 in the world right now? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
know that.
Yes, it shot up the polls real fast, and it's ranked number 8 in the world.
Say, well, when I'm done with it, it'll be ranked number 1. I can promise you that. That's Bill Maas. That's Nate Buchaney. I'm Stephen St. John, and this is El Bandido Yankee Tequila, and soon it will be an empty bottle. Go Chiefs!